What's going on, guys? Spartan Willie here, and welcome to episode 21 of our Motorsport Manager Rebuilding Ferrari F1 2020 mod series. Okay, so welcome back. I hope you all had great celebrations for New Year's. If you did, if not, if you just had a quiet one, I hope you enjoyed it. You know, some people like a quiet New Year's Eve. Nothing wrong with that. Sorry if my voice is a bit gone. You know, didn't have a. Let's just say I didn't have a quiet New Year's Eve. So anyway, moving on here. Our breaks are done in 2 days, so that's good. That's next year's part. We're just going to jump ahead to when that is. Obviously, we've got Interlagos today, the second last race of the season. It's sort of our last chance to make a move on Renault here. That's the thing. There's only a maximum of 45 points you can get as a team from a race weekend, with 25 for the win, 18 for second, and 2 points for fastest lap. We're obviously nowhere near that. Nowhere near capable of getting that type of result. So the gap is almost pushing 45, so it looks like fourth place we're going to settle for, but next season we'll definitely look to push on. So yeah, the brakes are done, looking very good. Actually, there the graphs are looking well good. I don't know how long we have left in the season, just about designing that new part. Um, we have about 3 weeks, so if we can get a decent gearbox out in 3 weeks, I think that would be good, but something tells me that they won't. Um, if we go plus 10 acceleration, plus that, and that one. And how long is that going to take? Yeah, 27 days. We can't really do that. Because we want to sort of work on improving it as well. 22 days, no, we're not going to be able to get a gearbox out. That can be next year's job, but maybe we could look at doing, let's just do front wing. I should probably have a good think about this now that I think about it, but we'll do front wing just quickly. May as well do that one. It does a little bit better. Look at that front wing. That is an amazing front wing. 12 days. That's perfect. Yeah, happy with that. Front wing. I think we already have one of the best front wings on grid. So when this one comes in, we're going to be even better. We're the best top speed on grid next season. And a good front wing, man. We'll be unstoppable. Absolutely unstoppable heroes. We just have to sim through this F2 race in Sochi, so they're actually still in Russia, which is a bit weird. I feel like we did Russia a while ago. Yeah, episode 17. So performance work done. I've just clicked off my monitor again, and we're at Interlagos. So I went to stop it, and I've actually clicked off the monitor. So we miss out on a couple days of the factory, but that is fine. Doesn't really matter. We don't really have anything to work on anyway. It's just reliability, which doesn't matter. So we can give the factory staff a couple days rest anyway. So moving on, you know what we do. 12, 5, and 3. I will see you for qualifying. Welcome to qualifying. Now, we did not do too well on this track last time out in Mexico. Obviously, it's the exact same track, apart from like one corner. One corner is different. So I'm hoping that our fortunes have changed, but I also see no reason why they would change. We haven't had an improvement to the car since last week. So it could be another tough weekend. It will officially end the fight with Renault here. Practice was pretty cruisy, so we should be right there. No water on track at all this session, so we're able to use the old tyres that we used in practice, just because why not? We still got a bit of tweaking to do with the setups, so hopefully we can do that this session before we get into Q2 and Q3, because this session's basically impossible to not make it out of if you're above Haas. If you're not basically if you're not Haas, Williams, or Alfa Romeo, you'll pretty much breeze through the session in the dry. Obviously the rain can throw things in the air a little bit. We've seen a couple Mercs and Renaults go out in Q1 before, but yeah, it's pretty breezy Q1 as we know, so hopefully we don't need to go out for too many laps. Leclerc and Ricciardo both happy with their laps, that's what we like to see. Hopefully we've tweaked the setups to perfection now. Let's have a quick look with Leclerc here. Yeah, it's decent. It's decent. A bit of a work to go with the downforce still. We'll tweak it a bit this way. And the speed balance is a bit that way. There we go. And send them out on the same tyre just because why waste another set of tyres? There's no need. Ricardo's in garage. He's got a bit of work to do on the handling. Ricardo's handling is always a challenge. Send him out on the same set of tyre. Just run this one set of tyres into the ground as hard as possible. I didn't even check the times, but we're fine like I said. A second faster than Grosjean, who's in the drop zone. The AlphaTauris, I mean, yeah, the AlphaTauris are actually down there as well. Like, Kvyat's not far off. He's still in the pit, so hopefully for his sake, nothing too drastic happens at the end. And Leclerc's only a second off Verstappen at the top there, so you know, it could be in for a decent race. But you know, Q1 and practice are useless. It's all about Q2 and Q3, really, isn't it? Speaking of Q2, we're into it. So that is that done. Hopefully the setups are all good now. No park firmware rules, so we were able to tweak with those, get them to the purple-faced perfect zone. That's what we like. Max Verstappen finishes Q1 on the top of the sheet. Good for him. Doesn't really mean anything. He gets a sticker, I guess. Take qualifying. Q2 we go. Yeah, we know the system. Alright. Any water on track? Nope, so that means we're getting 2 runs today. The handling's still not right, but it's good enough in my books, I think. I feel like that's where it was good. No, that's going to be perfect. Guarantee it. Super softs, let's go. Probably should send out Leclerc. Bang, we've mastered his setup. Hopefully we can get it in 1 run, but we do have time for 2, so whatever happens, I want to make it through. I think Leclerc went out in Q2, if I'm correct. Last time in Mexico on this exact track, so hopefully we have a bit better performance from him today. You sort of don't know how everyone sets their laps, but it's not looking too good. 1.5 seconds behind Hamilton. Oh, Hamilton. Verstappen's almost half second off Hamilton, so Hamilton must be faster around here. But lost my cursor for a minute, but we'll wait a while. I mean, track grip's pretty much at the maximum, so there's not much more time to be found. But we'll wait till either it maxes out or there's like a minute and 2.5 minutes left in the session, whatever comes first. Track conditions perfect, it sure is. We'll send out Daniel Ricciardo now. We'll give them about 30 seconds apart from each other just to make sure we get the space right. There we go. So we're right on board Leclerc here, who's in 8th. Oh, Ricciardo's in the drop zone, but hopefully he can get out of that with a decent lap. I thought he finished there. Come on, Ricciardo. He's gone green in the first sector. We'll jump on board with him just because he's got something on the line here. Second sector is green. He looks like he's going to improve. Hopefully Ocon's not coming back out, so he will... Norris is improving though. And what happened? Oh, I just went above Ocon. I saw a bit of orange above them and I panicked a little bit, but it's fine. We scraped through to Q3, so is it better if we go out in Q2? Probably, because we get a free choice of tyre, but it's nice to just have an appearance in Q3, you know what I mean? So continue on now, take qualifying, Q3 we go. I doubt there'll be any rains, but no rain all weekend. Track grip's at its highest, basically. We'll give them a couple minutes just to get that track grip right up there. Out they go. Yeah, beautiful. Alright, send them out now. Daniel Ricciardo, you know what, no, let's send out Leclerc first. Gotta keep it fair. Leclerc goes out first, and then Ricciardo goes out next. Who knows, could be advantage going out second, so gotta give him equal opportunity. There's literally probably no advantage to it. Either way, first or second out the garage, it really doesn't matter, but first lap, we'll have time for another lap as well, so hopefully have a decent first lap, but we just don't want to get 9th and 10th, or else it makes our Q3 qualification absolutely useless. Actually a hindrance because we're locked onto the tyre. It's not that big of a deal. We'll probably start in the super sauce anyway. Look at that tyre wall, looks nice. Yep, you want to do another lap? That's fine. I'll send you out for another lap. We'll send out Ricciardo first. Got plenty of tyre sets. Look at it go. Still haven't quite got Danny Rick's handling, but we'll never get Daniel Ricciardo's handling apparently. It's been a bit of a common theme. I want to try and get an onboard camera for next season, as we're just fighting with the McLaren here, and I don't like it. Giving a bit of space now. By the way, I will be doing the F1 2020 mod tutorial, I swear. I just haven't had much time to do it, but I will do it. Hopefully next couple of days, hopefully. But don't take that and run with it. Just, hopefully I'll do it soon. Anyway, where are we? 6th and 8th. Wow. And we go bang. Top 10. I mean, obviously top 10. I mean, off 9 and 10, which is beautiful. Verstappen's on pole. which is surprising because Hamilton's so much quicker than Verstappen. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. Race day, Interlagos. I'm hoping for a better race than Mexico City, but it's going to be all dry, so it's going to be a pretty boring race. I mean, we did have the loose wheel nut, so hopefully that doesn't happen today, and we could be on for a decent result. But, attack, overtake, start race. Alright. So, we need a good start here, or else we're just going to get swarmed. Alonso's 5th, Ocon 12, Ocon's on the medium, so we won't have to worry about him. Slow start from our boys, 4 times, let's go, Racing Boys, speed past us. The Red Bulls fighting, Verstappen still at the top there, fighting with Hamilton for the lead. We are in the Racing Point sandwich, we've been pushed out there by Perez. Alex Albon is falling back the pack at a massive rate, but now he's back up into 7th, but we're fighting with him now, and we're pushed out there a little bit as he works his way back up. My voice quivers a little bit, nice to see, nice to hear. And the Racing Points are away here. So Leclerc falling back, we're in a decent spot, 8th and 9th, I can't argue too much with that, judging by some of our race starts this season, where we've had a car down in 15th, but I have seen better starts. But Leclerc will overtake Ricciardo, which means we jump on board Leclerc, as he's the driver in front, and as tyres are reaching a good temp. Oh, is this the track where the tyre temps are like ridiculous? I think so. I think this is the track, damn it. Not fun at all, but it's fine. We'll deal with it. As we're pushing now, just pushing, make sure those tyres stay in temp. We're going to go neutral now because I know how quickly they heat up. Going on high in the engine mode, look to just sort of chill out a little bit. Alonso's up in 4th because he's an absolute animal in this game for some reason. No idea why he's so good, but fair play to the man. Hopefully next season with our top speed and our front wing, and it will just be a sick car. It will be a real force to be reckoned with next season, mark my words. As Leclerc and Ricciardo, hopefully not hindering each other too much. Tyres overheating, so that's not great. But expected, I guess. Look to calm down the engine as well, as we look to try and... Oh, I should probably go 12 times now, we're on 4 times, but... Look to try and get through this race a little bit. The pit window is approaching very slowly, but... approaching on the left here, so we're on lap 6 out of 71. It's literally an identical race apart from one corner from to last week, which is a bit disappointing because we were terrible in that race. Or last race, I should say. Not last week. It was last fortnight in the game and last day for you guys watching. So we get breezed past, Albon breezes past us. I honestly thought he was further up the track anyway, as Ocon is putting Ricciardo under pressure. On those medium tyres, out of all the tyres, the tyre I bagged the most, and he's having heating issues because he's on backup tyre mode, so now he's not, so that's, watch out for that. But we should be alright. He's got Norris battling with him anyway. Yeah, Norris gets past. So who's pitting? Perez is just boxed, he's onto the softs. We're going to look at doing a similar time frame to box, I think. We'll get Daniel Ricciardo to put... Oh no, Leclerc's the driver in front. We should probably give him priority. Push, 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 push. Push those tyres. And Leclerc will be first one in. So he's going to go onto the softs. Yeah, then it's definitely going to have to be a 2-stop today, lads. Because these tyres won't make it to the end. And you know me and the mediums, we don't get along. So it's going to be a 2-stop. That's a very quick pit stop. I'll be very surprised if they can do it. But I believe in them. I want to see a 1.3 pit stop. That would be ridiculous if they did that, but I'll back them. As Ricciardo's tyres are overheating, annoyingly. But here we go. Can we get a 1.3 pit stop? That would be a joke. I think the world record is 1.9. Nah, that was a mistake. Another mistake. Yeah, that was a very costly mistake. You're bang on there, Leclerc. You're bang on. And, you just have to go safe, or else you get a mistake. 20% is probably an understatement, I think. I think it's more like 70. But here in comes Ricciardo. He gets a 1.9, which isn't bad, actually, for a safe strategy. And he comes out in front of Leclerc. Sorry, Leclerc. You had the priority strategy, and the pit crews messed you up there. Sorry, mate. But what can I do? I'm literally the guy giving directions, not doing the pit stops, but that's fine. At least it wasn't a loose wheel nut. And judging that Leclerc had 4 seconds knocked off him, it's not bad that he came out with Ricciardo here. As we're fighting with the medium, oh no, they're not mediums. We're fighting with, I don't know, Alfa Romeo, I think? Yeah, Raikkonen. He's going in front of Stroll as well as Ricardo's dropped back. My boys are fighting here. Ricardo needs to get out the way, Leclerc said, but I think... No, I'm not going to say anything. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to say team orders, alright? It's fine. Just race it out. We're pretty much out of the third place fight. Renault are having an absolute blinder today. We're fighting in positions that aren't even points, so... No team orders will be used. Just try and keep the cars in one piece, please, lads. Yeah, we're losing so much time on signs. We're already 15 seconds behind, but... come on. This fight is going on for so long. Calm down, lads. Just figure out your differences. This race has been crap. We're just fighting each other. Come on. Sort it out, Ricardo. Just let him go. Let him go. Whoever's in front now, let it go. Because you're ruining our race. And Ricardo gets back. Oh, and then just keep fighting. This is unreal. Good for the neutral, but bad for the team manager, as I'm seeing our race pretty much fall apart now. It all comes down to the pit crew there. We had a gap between them, and that gap was destroyed when we had a 3-second mistake. I mean, it's not their fault either. Mistakes happen, but come on. Every damn race. There's something in the air here in Interlagos. Loose wheel not last time, and then a 4-second mistake today. And our Ferrari boys are still jostling. Kimi Raikkonen is laughing his head off in the cockpit of that Alfa Romeo. His tyres are basically dead, and he's got 2 Ferraris behind him, squabbling amongst each other, and he's just zooming ahead with that Ferrari engine. Stroll is gone. Stroll was right with us before. Now he's like 20 seconds up the road, but it's fine. It's fine. We put in team orders, it ruins our marketability, so... Racing's about, that was great. They just won't leave each other alone. You know what? I'm just going to put a natural end to this. Ricardo, back off. Now. Leclerc, push. Whoever's in front. Ricardo is still battling, and with that, he was on back up and low, and he's still fighting. This is a joke. Alright. Finally, the fight's over. We can focus back on the race. That was a mental little bit of... That was just how long have they been on the tyres? 20 laps. They just fought for 20 laps. And they're still fighting. They're still within like a second of each other. Just, boys, bury the hatchet. Doesn't matter. Alright. Stroll's pitted again in front, and he's still 8 seconds in front. That's how much of a gap he's got on us. Believe it or not, but 10 laps ago, we were wheel to wheel with him. I don't know what happened. Well, I do, but I don't know why it took so much time. 20 seconds to Kvyat. We're in no man's land here. We need a retirement up here. Ocon is going so long on those mediums. And so is Alonso. Alonso's on mediums as well. So Alonso's going to have a good result here because Perez and Ocon have still got a pit. So Alonso could be in 4th place and effectively end. You know, it's already over the 3rd place. I've already given up because it's going to be mathematically over as well. Even if we get a 1st place, 2nd place, and a fastest lap in Abu Dhabi, it still won't matter because we are that far behind. But you win some, you lose some, so it's fine. Look at the gap between us to McLaren though. It's like almost 100 points. And then a bit of a gap between McLaren and Racing Point. AlphaTauri and Haas 2 and 1 point, you know. Not great. Alfa Romeo and Williams with 0. So, yeah, it's a bit like that, isn't it? Just go medium high here. Just look to get somewhere in this race. It's such a pointless race, it feels like. This race and the last race have been so drab. A lot of people like Interlagos in real life. I mean, in the F1 2020 game. I mean, I guess these aren't based on those tracks. I mean, they are based, but they're not replicate of those tracks. But I feel like in this game, maybe it's just because our car's not suited for it. That's probably it. We don't have the components that this car requires. Hopefully next year we will. Top speed is probably a big one. Gearbox and rear wing, probably. I don't know. I'm guessing here. I'm guessing. But with 20 laps to go, worn tyres with Ricardo, we're going to tell him to come in. I wonder if they have enough of a gap, actually, to both come in, because I've been sleeping on Leclerc's tyres as well. How far away are they? Yeah, they can definitely double stack. So they're going to jump onto the super soft to finish out this race. Safe strategy, or else, it's not good for you if you don't go safe. You'll definitely get a mistake. We'll watch on board this double stack. The pit lanes have been the most exciting part of this race, to be honest. Pit lanes are where all the action's at. Let's watch this double stack in action. It's going to be beautiful. Ricardo's out. And in comes Leclerc. And he's out without a mistake. Beautiful, lads. Lovely stuff right there. 1.7 for Leclerc. Wow. I gotta rate that. The pit crew have had a blinder there. Good on the lads. Again, still in no man's land, but we're having fun. We're having fun with our own boys. I got so much fuel because we keep getting bloody laps. But you know how it is. You win some, you lose some. 16 laps to go, and no one else in front's really pitting. Norris, maybe he might pit, but he'll be out of our we're out of his pit window. Yeah, there he goes, out of his pit window. I'm gonna look after these tyres because we are seeing them through to the end, and we don't really have that much leeway with them. 18 laps in 14. Yeah, see what I mean? I mean, we can pit again. It really doesn't matter. We're in such no man's land. We can pit. No one's gonna come up behind us, and the gap in front's too high. Engine's too high. Well, I don't. Yeah, just do that. Neutral, there we go. Alonso's actually pitted, so that will hurt their points tally a little bit. Not enough though, not enough. We need a bit of a retirement. Ocon won't need a pit again. He's gone on a double medium strategy, which I just don't know how they pull off, because that medium tire to me is so rubbish. And I think Verstappen's probably pitted Ocon, or it's about to lap Ocon, or is about to lap Ocon. Let's have a look. Because he is, what, a minute and 26 seconds in front of him, and it's only like a minute 30 around here on a quali day, so look after these tyres, lads, seeing him through to the end. Back up, conserve, go easy on the engine as well, just turn it all down. Oh, we've got Stroll between us. We're in the points as things stand. I didn't realise that, but we don't really have the tyre wear to be fighting, so it's not great, is it? But we can try. Chuck the engine and overtake. But I don't think we'll be able to keep off a fresh, soft, tired Stroll for 4 laps. But we can give it our best effort, can't we? A bit of action here for 1 point. So let's go. Better than 0. It's better than 0, but we still haven't got it yet. Come on. Chuck it in neutral. I think we can do this. These tyres are really coming towards the end of their life, but that's fine. Conserve. Save some tyre wear for the final lap, you know what I mean? Because the final lap's where it all goes wrong for most of the time. Or right, you never know. And attack, 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 attack. Come on. Daniel Ricciardo for 1 point. This is his final lap of the circuit in Interlagos. Leclerc's just slugging home. No mistakes from Ricciardo, please. And he's done it. We got 1 point from that race. Wow. That was electric, that one. Beautifully done. So sometimes... yeah, okay. This sarcasm aside, sometimes motorsport, it ebbs and flows. That one, these last 2 races not been great, but I'll see you in Abu Dhabi for the race finale, and hopefully we're decent at that track, because when you're not, and you're stuck in no man's land for most of the race, it doesn't always feel exciting. But Max Verstappen won, so congratulations to him. Hamilton second, Bottas third. I'm pretty sure they've wrapped both championships up by now. I've really been keeping an eye at the top of the table. Obviously, I've been pretty occupied with 3rd place, which at one point I actually thought we had in the bag, but I was wrong. They must have keep working on this car, and they've sort of taken off again, because we were within, what, 3 points at one stage, and then these last 5 races we've sort of thrown in the towel for the season. But if we have a look at the standings here, just out of interest, yeah, no, yeah, that's over. That's the drivers. So yeah, Hamilton is the driving championship, like in real life, and Team Mercedes are the championship constructor. That's what I was trying to say, constructor champions. So congratulations to them. Front wing's done in 24 hours. That's what we like to hear. We've got a bit of an interview here. I think this is bugged because he did not win it by that much. I stand by that. Engineering excellence in F1 is beautiful to watch. Anyway, so last race of the season, we sort of got nothing to race for. We need a double point weekend to finish off the season. I think I might try and vote for that. But, you know, we got a couple more developments we can make in the car. I think one more part we can probably get done is probably another break before the end of the season. And plus, got a bunch of end of season admin stuff to worry about. So make sure you tune in for next episode as well. And of course, then we'll start season 2, where hopefully we can be pushing the Red Bulls and Mercedes. But that's been optimistic. We'll definitely be above Renault, I think. But that next step is pretty high. But that being said, if you've enjoyed the video, you leave a like and subscribe if not already. I'll see you in the next one.